Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the shop. I picked up a Skunk2 exhaust from my S2000. I want to get that put on today, but not only that, I want to see the decibel difference in the Invidia exhaust that already exists on the car. The only reason I'm changing them, a long time ago I had an S2000 with a Skunk2 exhaust, and it just sounded amazing to me, and I want to go back to the sound that I had before. Not that the Invidia is much different. In fact, I believe the Invidia actually costs more retail cost, but that's all right. I like the Skunk2 one. Maybe it's a better value. I don't really know. I've got a decibel meter, and just for fun, we're gonna see which one of these exhausts is louder than the other, or maybe they're the same, or who knows. And we'll compare it to the stock one too, just so we can check it out. So I better get this thing uncovered so we can get going, man. The Invidia exhaust on the car already sounds good, looks good, and all that. We're gonna go ahead and get it off and get the Skunk2 one put on. Sprayed the 3 bolts right here at the catalytic converter where the exhaust connects, and then also sprayed down the rubber grommets right here with a little bit of silicone to see if we can get those to slide off easier. I don't know how long this exhaust has been on this car, but I know that the catalytic converter was put back in it when I bought it at auction, I don't know, a little more than a year ago.
06 and 2002 Honda S2000 convertible, inline 4-cylinder, 6-speed, power top with air. 11,000, 11, 12.
Those bolts at least have been off, even though they look pretty rusty. Let's hope they come off easy enough. Rather than take the rest of the exhaust apart, because it's always sketchy with those bolts with all that temperature change from hot to so cold, we decided to drop this little cross member right here. Just a little bracket that goes across, I don't know, 2 14s, one on either side, one here, one on this side, and the other side is a 10mm. We just dropped that, and then we were able to drop the whole exhaust all in one piece. Got that off and out of the way, so let's get the Skunk2 one out of the box and onto the car. looks like everything is all set, man. We just got to put the car on the ground and then we'll crank it up and see how she sounds. This exhaust does have some silencers that came with it, so I want to go ahead and throw those in while it's running, and hopefully we can watch the decibel meter go down. It actually is much quieter with those in there. I didn't think it would be, but it really is. The only reason I'd put them in there is maybe I'm going to take my old lady for a ride or something like that, so I want to quiet it down a little bit, but it sounds amazing with them out. The Skunk2 does offer the silencer just for maybe that occasion. That takes it down. It absolutely drops the sound at idle. Pretty cool that those things work. I haven't had much luck with silencers in the past, but maybe that's because they were mostly eBay junk. Skunk2 silencers really take away a few decibels. Pretty cool to see, man. It really is quieter. With the silencers in there, it still kind of sounds good. It's not really that bad. It's not as loud as it is with them out, of course, but it still has a nice, deep, tuned sound. So I'm pretty stoked on the Skunk2 exhaust, man. Well, you may have noticed too that mine is black, and they're not supposed to be black, but I prefer the exhaust to be black because it's just, I don't know, it's just not as showy out the back. I like it to be dark and maybe a little more understated than what's actually there. Let me give it a few revs and see what it sounds like at 3,000 and then again at 6,000. Silencers are in there, so we're just going to take it for a rip and see what the decibel meter reads and see how it sounds at highway speeds. This is with the silencers in, and also do a run with them out, and of course on the stock one, so we can kind of tell the difference, man. But let's check it out. We'll do like 80 miles an hour or something. That was really not that bad, and it really doesn't have any of that dreaded drone, but let's see how it compares to the OEM. Skunk2, no bafflers, just full open exhaust, 55. I actually have no idea why the results came out the way they did. I mean, it seemed like it was louder with the bafflers in than with it out on the highway, according to the decibel meter, and I mean, the numbers don't lie. I can't really explain that. I have no idea why. I felt like I did my experiment in a controlled environment, or at least as controlled as it can be in a garage. I guess not really that controlled, but anyway, we did the experiment, and those are the results that we came up with. It just is what it is. Let's take this thing out for one more rip with that Skunk2 exhaust. I just want to hear it one more time. so much for watching, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit the bell, leave a comment, hit a like, do all the stuff you're supposed to do to make this channel grow. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on the next one. Till then, stay mad.
I'm at a rare tip. Tell them all just stand down to the cup goal and the stands clear. I've been out running, top gunning competition. They know who the man here. I can never fail, I can never fall. Counted up without a cashier. And last year was real 25. I'm a fast on their heels, built the last, never last.
I've got the baffles out and you can take a good look at them. They're actually really well done. I mean, this all is noise canceling and keeps it much, much quieter. You can see that it's all opened up right there. There's little holes or whatever to keep it baffled. And then, you know, in the inside. What do we spray on them? Some PB Blaster, some lubricating juice. Shit. I don't know, maybe 50. I don't remember what we did. Bell. Oh, shit. Shit.